Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for all your support, liking videos, sharing them, commenting, subscribing. I do appreciate it, and I love connecting to your energy in every reading. And to show you my appreciation, I will be giving away a free personalized tarot reading on May 7th. All you have to do to qualify is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment Artful Manifesting. All right, in today's reading, we are going to be asking what your soul needs at this time. This is a timeless reading for all zodiacs. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest for others. I do ask that you connect with your guides as I connect with mine, and ask for their assistance in interpreting any sounds that you may hear on your end or on mine, any images that you see, and of course the message that I share. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You are in good company with some beautiful, beautiful souls. Love all the comments. I love the interaction between you. Thank you for creating a beautiful community. All right, let's see what we have. For pile number 1, we have the Witch. And for pile number 2, we have the Red Rose. For pile number 3, give me one moment, we have the Great Goddess. And if you'd like to hear what these stones are, let me introduce those to you now. For pile number 1, we have Mangano calcite, Mangano calcite. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. If you know, please let me know. I do appreciate when you share things with me. And for pile number 2, we have Bolivianite, and for pile number 3, we have Serpentine. So let your intuition guide you. Whichever card and or crystal you are most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. But of course, you are always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, as it may shed additional light or it may pertain to different areas. You'll find a link to the readings in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card The Witch, which is card number 41. And it says, I wasn't always like this, you know. I had to create who I am. Creatrix, lotus flower, free will. And you chose the Mangano calcite, which is about spiritual growth and awakening. It connects you to your higher self, your higher purpose. It balances you, mind, body, and spirit. So I love that already. I love that your soul is already reaching into this reading and giving us a message with these 2 energies that connect, about shedding any kind of beliefs or identities that may be false, maybe something that you acquired along the way in your life journey from culture, society, communities, family, and becoming who you truly are meant to be, your authentic self. Love it. Very, very powerful. All right, let's get some tarot cards first. And I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below, if that's something that you're interested in. And we are connecting and finding out what your soul needs at this time. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is a card of feeling left out, feeling lack, and that could be in any area of your life. Even though it's pentacles, it could be a lack in fulfillment, emotional contentment. It could also manifest financially. We'll have to see what the rest of the cards show us. The Ace of Chalices, which is beginning to find emotional fulfillment. I love that. The Ace of Chalices is beginning your journey, beginning a new journey that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. We have the Ten of Chalices. And this is, I love that it's going from the Ace to the 10, because after that is the Quartz, so it's like a new cycle, and this is the completion of the cycle. So going from feeling lack and not being emotionally content, feeling left out, to being emotionally content, to this beautiful, heaven on earth, amazing life, content in all areas of your life. Look at all the chalices, and we have fulfilling relationships, harmony, a beautiful environment. All right, we have the Five of Wands. And the World. I love it. Another completion, achievement, having everything. I love that you have these two cards. Amazing. All right, let's get some oracle cards. I'm already getting a sense that what your soul needs is for you to pursue what fills your cup, what makes you happy. And perhaps you're starting to discover that. Ooh. All right, we have the Broom, energy clearing, freshening. Clearing away the energy of lack, the feeling of being left out, the feeling of not having enough, clearing that away, freshening your energy. Really nice. Let's take some of these. Get some more information about what it is that your soul wants at this time. Oh, there's actually two there. So we have rest. And look at that. It's a cup under a cup. Rest, self-care, taking care of yourself. Perhaps what you are lacking is self-care, nurturing yourself. And the weaver. So weaving different aspects together in your life, weaving energies into your practices. Time weaver, weaving time is what they're telling me. And of course, actually weaving, knitting, crocheting, things that will fulfill you. Let's see if we can get one more card from this deck. I think this one, the Oracle. We see this Melissa priestess with the honeybees, spending time in nature, nurturing yourself, mind, body, and spirit, just like the Mangano calcite. Something as simple as observing insects is so healing and restful. Putting honey in your tea, they're telling me. Being mindful with each thing that you do. I feel that many of you are experiencing something that feels like you don't have enough time. That's what they are telling me. And you know what I just realized is that she's in a cup of tea also. So we have this cup of tea here, this cup of tea here. We have the Ace of Chalices. And what I'm sensing is that if you find ways to weave mindfulness into your day, take little breaks to rest, that you will start to experience the energy of the 10 of Chalices. So what they're showing me is just, you know, when you make your meals or when you make a drink, even if you're just going to the water fountain or the water cooler to fill up your cup, being thankful to the energy of water, to the spirit of water, and when you consume that water, just being present and mindful about what it is that you're consuming and the gifts that that water is bringing you, thanking the water, blessing the water, making experiences that you already have mindful, magical experiences. And through the enjoyment of things that you're already doing, making them little rituals or ceremonies, that is going to create this magical feeling that is going to attract the energy of the 10 of Chalices. Communing with nature. All right, let's take one of these little cards and then we'll look at this a little bit more deeply. Oh, I think this one, stork. The birth of something. We see it carrying a baby. The birth of something. Of course, you know, for some, remember this is a general reading, it could be some kind of birth. It may not be you personally, but it could be somebody close to you. But for many of you, it's the birth of an idea, a creative project, a new phase, a new cycle in your life, which of course goes along with the Ace of Chalices. But we also again see the water here. And, oh, maybe this is a heron, but the bird looks very similar, doesn't it? I love these synchronicities. All right, I do want to check the book about this card, so give me one moment. All right, it is a little bit long, but I want to read this whole thing to you from the guidebook about the witch card, because I feel like it really sums up the energy of your reading very well. In a world full of princesses, she is the witch. This card is an omen that you have extra power to alter your fate at this time, to create something new for yourself and your life, to give yourself space from the world so you can do so, to go deeper and learn the ways of spirit. This is not the traditional hermit card, but it is similar. This is the witch or creatrix card that tells us we are meant for greater things. We now have the power of the witch, the magic that can happen when she creates instead of destroys. The creatrix is the witch who lives alone, who spends her time in solitude and is content to do so, perfecting the art of making potions, performing alchemy, drawing her visions and casting spells, discovering new ways of magic and transcribing them in her own book. She is beautiful in a strange, dark, and unusual way, though she couldn't care less about her appearance. She is the cat in the night and doesn't care to be seen. Occasionally, she offers magical aid or channels wisdom to a lost soul in need. She would rather not unless spirit insists or gives her signs to do so. Then she will begrudgingly abide by that, helping the desperate wanderer who winds up at her door. Either it was their destiny to find her, or they heard rumors of her beauty and power, so they went on a quest to find her. Though she will reject all lovers because she deems them unworthy until the day she meets a force as wild and magical as she. And even then, she may still reject them. Spirit has become her greatest friend and is a strong force within her. The creatures of nature keep her company and alert her when others are near. She comes from a troubled past of which she does not speak. Born in darkness and created from nothingness, the witch was doomed for life to be the hag of the swamp, the one who typically abandons good for evil, who stills innocent souls to stay alive for centuries. But instead, she decided to become something else, a secret third thing, a thing which up until now had not existed. The creatrix. You have the power of the witch at this time. Write down the spells you wish to cast upon your life and destiny. Light a candle and write 5 important intentions you would like to set for yourself, your life, the world, and or your loved ones. And there's an affirmation. I am a powerful creator and I alchemize who I am. And I love that you have this broom, which is very much associated with witches, right next to the witch card. And we see this pentacle here, the 5 of Pentacles here. We see a pentacle here. And it even said, write down 5 things that you want. And we have these 2 5s, and we see in the 5 of Wands that they're doing magic. And so you have this ability to magic what you want in your life. It is by noticing what you have, because if this person just turned around, there's a warm fire right behind her. All she has to do is go over there. But also what Spirit wants you to know is that when you're in this place, in the energy of the 10 of chalices, when everything seems perfect, you aren't striving to do new things. It's the energy of the 5 of Pentacles or the 3 of Swords that gives you the motivation and the inspiration to make changes. And so if you are feeling the energy of the 5 Pentacles right now in this time in your life, know that that's going to be going away very soon, because you have the beginning of something new, something that is fulfilling to your soul, to your spiritual journey, to your heart, your happiness, something that's going to bring you joy and fulfillment. And it's all you have to do is just sweep away this energy. You could actually, if you do feel inclined to do so, do an intentional sweep. If you don't have hard floors, you have carpet, then it can be vacuuming. But just as I mentioned that you can be mindful with a cup of tea or a glass of water, you can be mindful when you sweep or vacuum. And while you're doing this mundane activity, you can make it magical by releasing what no longer serves you, whatever kind of thought patterns may be holding you back. Your soul wants you to release those, because you are meant to experience the world. I love that the world is completing your reading. It's all about being whole, mind, body, and spirit, being balanced, being recognized, completing things, achieving things. It's everything. And I do see you as a very magical person. And this 5 of Pentacles energy is like the initiation into something new. And now it's time for you to experience this amazing journey and this amazing fulfilling life where you do experience harmony in your relationships, but also within yourself. You're the person who can be content with themselves because you know who you are, and you've gone through this period, you've brushed it away, you've cleared it away, and we see this sparkling light shining down on this newness, this new path. Allow yourself to self-care, to take care of yourself, to recuperate. That's very important. You deserve that. You deserve the sweetness of life. And I do see that for you. I absolutely do. You feel so magical. You truly do. And I would love to meet you. Absolutely. Pile number 1, that is your reading. So excited for you and this new beginning that's leading you to having everything that you want in magical ways. Love that. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the red rose card, and it says, "Don't worry, darling. You'll find you'll find your way, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree." And look at this. Look at this flower coming out of the sidewalk. If you watched the video that I posted yesterday, then it was called Message from Spirit about what you're manifesting. And I believe it was also pile number 2. I talked about, they were showing me a plant coming out of the concrete, the street, or the sidewalk. And here we see that. If you listened to pile number 2 in that video, please let me know what confirmation. And you know, it's interesting because the Bolivianite is a healer stone. It's excellent for healers and caregivers. It helps with energetic boundaries, and it recharges, re-energizes your chakras and your aura. That is amazing. And of course, you know, I choose the stones before the cards are drawn. So I love when we have these serendipities like this. Amazing. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other information we can find out about what your soul needs at this time. I do put the names of all the cards, all the decks that I use in the description box below if that's something that you're interested in. I'm just, wow, life will find a way is what I said. It will push through that concrete, that sidewalk. And your soul expression is finding a way to experience what it was meant to. The wheel of the year, it's fated. Destined. Fortune is on your side. The Knight of Athens. It's very energetic, charging towards their goal. And this looks like a badger. And I just mentioned that this stone helps to set energetic boundaries. Something very important with healers and caregivers, because you also have to reserve your own energies. And the badger definitely is good at setting boundaries. We have the Knight of Wands, 2 knights. Wow, look at that, they're facing each other. And we have a male knight and a female knight, swords and wands. Thoughts, logic, communication, passion, fire energy, action, spirituality. And notice that she's not galloping like he is. Very interesting. Let's draw a couple more tarot cards. The Moon. Changes, reflections, intuition, the subconscious. And, you know, it's like a change in directions, right? This one's going this way, very fast-paced, and this one's going this way. Just trotting along. But this card looks brighter. So it's like going from this fast-paced energy, you know, getting things done, but just very energetic. And, you know, as I mentioned, it could be logical, or this is more spiritual. So maybe changing directions in some way, shape, or form in some area of your life. Harvest. Really nice. We see this bounty. We see all kinds of healthy food. And he's enjoying his bounty. Look at his little helpers. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see if we can get some more information. And they're also saying balance to me. More balance, including a balanced diet. All right, we have salt, protection, banishing negativity. Yes, so if you are a caregiver of any sorts, and even if you aren't, there is a message of clearing your auras, balancing your auras. Not so much balancing them, but clearing them. Clearing your aura, clearing your chakras. And just cleaning out any kind of energies that may have attached themselves to your aura. But also, I did get a message of salt, maybe reducing the salt, because I just said a balanced diet and then I got salt. And the first thing they told me was somebody may be consuming too much salt. So, of course, take it as it resonates. Not every message is for everyone. Mountain. Overcoming an obstacle. Whoops. Right, that was too many. Let me pick these up, straighten that. Maybe a mountain of work, feeling overwhelmed, which is why so many cards came out at once. And so this change from running around, and sometimes, you know, nights can be impatient, impulsive. If you are overwhelmed and you have a lot in your plate, you have less patience, you know, to this Knight that it looks more patient. Teeth. Interesting. I'm going to have to look that one up. Wow, yes, the cards just keep falling. So there's this. Too much at once. You're doing too much at once. So slowing down, changing your pace. That's what your soul wants. Setting healthy boundaries to protect your energy from not only people that may drain it, but activities or patterns, thoughts that may be draining your energy. And thaw, spring. All right, and let's get one of these little cards. Coffin. It is Snow White. And what this says is, to me, is rest, but I will check the guidebook. It could also mean an awakening, because look, this is coming out of a cocoon. So I'm getting a similar message. I'll check both of the guidebooks. And also just give me a moment to kind of receive what it is they're trying to tell me with these two cards. Let me scoot this down just a bit. You know, what I think it is it's like about a hibernation. With thaw, you know, during winter, the trees lose their leaves and animals hibernate. We have here a moth that's about to come out of a cocoon. It's about this transformation after a period of time or a period of rest. And so remember that Snow White is not dead, but in a deep sleep, and she's awakened when the prince comes and kisses her. And at that time, she starts the next phase of her life. When she is with the dwarves, even though she's living in this small little place with, you know, 7 dwarfs, and she's cooking and cleaning, she enjoys it. She's making the most of it. She's a happy person and she enjoys that period. So it's not even so much that the prince saves her from the dwarfs, but he does, you know, bring her out of this deep sleep. And it's just a symbolism of a transformation, going from one stage of your life to another stage of your life. Perhaps you have been thinking about changing gears of your career, and that's why we see these two horses facing each other. You're changing directions now, going in different directions. If you've been thinking about that, this is your soul confirming that that is the right choice for you. That's going to be the healthy choice for you. And what else is interesting is that there's another story about Snow White and Red Rose. They're sisters. And Snow White liked to read a lot. She liked to stay indoors mostly and read, and Red Rose was kind of the wild child that liked to go outside and get muddy and dirty and play in nature. And so again, there's this idea of two different sides of you. even the moon. We have the dark side of the moon and the light side of the moon. So it's like there's two different sides of you, and you've gone through this one stage, and now it's this transformation is taking place so that you can go through this next part of your journey. And it's destined. You're meant to do this new thing, and it's going to be fulfilling. The moon card, again, is just acknowledging your intuition that's been nudging you to make this change, to go in a new direction. The mountain, as I mentioned, is you overcoming obstacles, and it's also monumental. I love how it's like right in the middle of these two horses going in opposite directions. This is a monumental change. And even if you think about how mountains are formed with the earth coming together and coming up, the plates, the tectonic plates coming together, colliding and creating these mountains. So again, I see you changing directions. The teeth, if you look at the meaning in the guidebook, it's about painful experiences or things that cause us pain. And so perhaps where you are now may be causing you discomfort, and that's part of what's making you want to change directions, and that's okay. But initially, when I pulled this card, what the message that I heard that they gave me was about taking care of yourself, taking care of your physical body, like taking calcium or getting calcium, having this balanced diet. That is not for everyone, but that is a message that there is a change in your lifestyle where you're going to begin to care for yourself more. And you know, that is the plight of the caregivers, is that sometimes they care for everybody else, but they're not caring for themselves. And even this card says overcoming obstacles, which is what we find here, finding joy and carefree, which is the energy that we see in the center card of your reading with the Knight of Wands. She looks very carefree. She's not in a hurry to get there. She'll get there when she gets there. She's not stressed out. She's beautiful. She has this beautiful wreath on crown of leaves and flowers on her head, and this magical wand. Really nice. So if you feel like you aren't eating healthy and that resonates, this is a nudge from your soul to do that, because that's not only feeding and nourishing your physical body, but it also nourishes your spirit, your soul. And you can look up the spiritual benefits of different foods and find out what it is providing for you, and it will enhance your experience of consuming it. And it'll make it more magical. We see these little brownies, these little magical beings, they're rejoicing at their harvest. And the energy of the harvest card is you reap what you sow. And so it's what you deserve. It's the seeds that you've planted and now harvesting. So love that for you. Very wonderful energy. I feel excited for you, for this new change of pace or this new direction in your career or lifestyle. whatever that change is, I see it as a positive change. She's headed towards the beautiful sun, surrounded by these golden fields. Very nice. And pile number 2, that is your reading. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Great Goddess, Transcendence, Divinity, Shakti. And we see this goddess with her heart open. Definitely looks like a message from your soul. A life-giving force. And we see all the colors of the chakras. You chose the serpentine stone, which helps to revitalize and cleanse the chakras, balance the chakras, promoting overall well-being. It's a very healing stone for your mind, body, and spirit. So already synchronicities between these two. We'll see how these two energies fit into the rest of your reading. Pile number 3, finding out what your soul needs right now. What does your soul need from you at this time? What does pile number 3's soul need? If you are interested in the tarot cards that I use and oracle cards, I always list them in the description box below. We have the Earth Mother. Love that. Creativity, nurturing, abundance, and the Queen of Pentacles. Also creative and nurturing. So you're right off the bat, your soul is saying to nurture yourself through creativity. Let's draw some more and see what else your soul may need at this time, or if they can clarify how you are going to nurture your creativity. Let's take these 3. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Refining your craft, receiving recognition, Ace of Pentacles. This, I believe, is the first time I've gotten this particular card in this deck. Very interesting. All of these pentacles. Earth energy. Again, Mother Earth, and pentacles are earth energy. Connecting to the earth, grounding your energy. 6 of Wands. Recognition, again, recognition, achievement, celebrations. Something about your craft and even learning something new. Learning something new, beginning something new. Perhaps through your craft, not only are you nurturing your soul, but you begin to increase your finances. Even if your craft isn't how you earn money, although there could be a potential for you to earn money through your craft as well. All right, we have the Moon, phases, cycles, intuition. And it seems that you are in a growth cycle at this time, a creative cycle, a cycle where you are creating, expanding. Oh, let's get this one. Mountain. This also came out in pile number 2. Interesting. Could mean monumental, could mean overcoming an obstacle. We'll see what the other cards tell us. The shape shifter. So again, a new cycle, learning something new. We see a frog here, which has a life of different stages, different cycles, from egg to tadpole to adult. I think there's a young adult in between the tadpole and the adult. Becoming something new. There is a similar energy in pile number 2 if you were drawn to that. Let's try to get one more. Let's take this one. The artist, which is creative. So you must be a very creative person. And if you have been neglecting that, your soul is nudging you to feed it through creativity. The way to nurture your soul is to be creative. So this could be visual arts, it could be mystical arts, it could be music. Gardening, cooking. Let's draw one of these little cards. Oh, we actually got 2. We got house and gentleman. And we see this cute little cottage in the woods. Even, you know, redecorating. Changing your environment. Enjoying the finer things in life. Making your house more feng shui. Just having fun, you know, with paint. Painting your door or painting one wall. It doesn't have to be huge. But just using that creative energy is going to nourish your soul. Oh, you know what? Let me move all of these down a bit. I didn't realize how far up I was going. And let me just adjust that. There we go. Also, with the Earth Mother and all of these pentacles, there is a message of nature, of nurturing your soul by being in nature. Perhaps you will travel to the mountains. Of course, that is very specific. But definitely nature is in many of your cards. The great goddess Shakti is the goddess who both gives life and can destroy. And so there's the energy of the light and the dark and how one doesn't exist without the other. And so your soul is urging you to embrace your whole self, the good, the bad, the ugly, your shadow side, everything, and to transmute things, alchemize things into a positive. And I do see you doing that. This is an amazing spread. It's like you're going through this huge transformation. We have the frog here, which on the shapeshifter, you know, changing into something else, and the mountain, which I feel is more about something being monumental than overcoming obstacles, because the shapeshifter, you do overcome obstacles. The shapeshifter is a person who is adaptable and able to come over obstacles. So yes, that message is there, but also I feel what's the stronger message for this card is that this is huge. It's monumental. We see a cottage here, and look at this house here. It's like the humble beginnings to this estate, and it's doing what you love. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is self-reliant. She's created her own abundance, her own prosperity, her own wealth. She's self-sufficient. She's able to provide for herself. As is the Earth Mother. We see her carrying her cornucopia through this field of grain, and you see little ducklings following her. She literally creates what she needs. So there's a big message of creativity, this being a powerful time for you to create the life that you want. You being your own hero or heroine. The gentleman is actually the prince, the hero, and here we see the hero coming home, being recognized, being celebrated for what he has accomplished. So I feel that you're entering a very positive cycle in your life where your intuition is strong and your creative powers are strong, and you're going to be celebrated for pursuing that. You're achieving things that you're being recognized for. You're being recognized for your skills, for your creativity, for your craftsmanship. Absolutely amazing. So if you haven't been creative, if you haven't been focusing on what you want, this is your encouragement from your soul to pursue any kind of creative endeavors that you want to. And again, if you were drawn to pile number 2, there is a similar energy in the 2 readings. So there may be something there for you. But overall, it's just an amazing spread of cards. If you do experience any obstacles, again, I see you being able to take care of it. You're going to be able to take care of yourself. You're going to be able to create the abundance that you want. You're going to be able to create whatever you need. You're going to be able to be adaptable and overcome things. And yes, I see you as this beautiful creator, this artist, whether you're a musician or a visual artist or redecorating houses, in whatever form you express it, you are definitely creative and intuitive. It's like those 2 things are connected. Very amazing. Spend time in nature. There is that message from your soul to recharge yourself in nature, which will also cleanse your chakras and heal you mind, body, and spirit. Very, very powerful energy. Love this. Love you creating through this creativity, you creating abundance through your creativity. And that is your message, pile number 3. So happy for you. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.